Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys had a great Labor Day weekend. I hope you did something fun and uplifting and rejuvenating just for you. This is Dig Deep Mama. These are 5 short Facebook Live sessions at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're on tip 4 today. So next week's our last time, Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. And we're spending just 15 minutes together. Why? Because we need to strengthen you mamas for the fall, meaning fall this season, but also the inevitable falls that are happening and will always happen, but especially during COVID. Wiping out as moms, feeling like, oh my gosh, I can barely breathe, I feel anxious, whatever. These 5 sessions, and today again is number 4, are happening precisely because I want to lift you up. We want to strengthen each other. We want to invigorate. I want to breathe into you. I want you to know that as you're digging deep this fall, that my hand is on the shovel with you, and we're digging in to this thing called parenting, especially if you're a mother. Boy, oh boy. So I'm excited. Hey, Liz, hope you had a good weekend. And so I'm excited because actually today's tip number 4, is called Keep It Simple, which we throw around so much, but the truth of the matter is, what does that look like practically? Because you can go in all kinds of ways. I've got 4 ideas, okay? But keep it simple. Frankly, even though this is specifically for moms, it actually is for you. Even if you're here this morning or you're listening to this video later on today and you're not a mom, these tips will still work for you. So I'm excited about that. All right, listen, don't forget, I'm going to give just 10 minutes of content. And then, I better make sure my clock's on right. And then we're going to do Q&A. So be formulating your thoughts and your questions so that at the end of my 10 minutes of talking, blah, 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 then you come on in and you talk to me and you tell me what I've said that's disturbed you or that you like or questions you have or something I've left unsaid. So that's your time to jump in. So be formulating those thoughts. Okay, so tip 4, again, is keep it simple. But before we do that, let's get to our strengthening statement. Are you guys using this strengthening statement, by the way? Because I told you I'm using it. I absolutely am using it here, there, and everywhere when I feel like I'm getting a little weak. Remember, it's from the wisdom literature in the scripture. And we substituted, usually it says she. It says she, uses the pronoun she, but we say I. I am clothed with strength and dignity. I can laugh at the days to come. And I've put that out there a few times and we've used it every single week. I want that in you, in you, in you, because you need it. I need it. So here it is again. When you're starting to feel a little weak, this is your strengthening statement, okay? Lock it in. Let's do it together. Here we go. I am clothed with strength and dignity. I can laugh at the days to come. I think that's such a great statement. Take it, put it in here, use it, lock it in here, and use it when it feels like everything is getting a little crazy. Remember, we're here together so that you can feel strengthened, you can feel more stable, you can feel more at ease as you move into the fall. As the mama, remember we talked about the Spartan mamas, as you move into the fall, feeling like you got this, you got this. Okay, so today is Keep It Simple, tip 4. All right, and again, you can look back at the Facebook Lives that we've done over the last 3 weeks. This is our 4th, and then next week is our 5th. But let me tell you something. It does not have to end here, even though these are so brief. Starting the end of September, you guys, very unique. I have put out my course, Meant to Live 6 sessions, which is all about breathing life and invigorating. And I'm all about that vitality in the life, even when the hits the fan, even when life is so hard, even when there's a pandemic and your kids can't do and you can't do. I know that you can find great life, that there will be like stars and rockets going off in various ways in your life, that you can tap into that. And so that is Meant to Live 6 sessions, which comes at the end of September. So be looking for that. And people are already jumping in, which I'm really excited about. All right, so it doesn't have to end here is my point. We can continue on together, which will be awesome. But it is a closed group, and I'll talk more about that later. All right, here we go. When I was stepping off the stage and primarily focusing on raising my kids, though I continued working outside the home. But this is like, okay, my kids are 27 and 25, married and grad school, so they're kind of gone, but not really, because you guys know the situation with my David. But anyway, when I mostly was focusing on my kids at home, okay, I remember thinking, well, if this is my main gig, well, then I'm going to do it well. And, if you're going to do the thing, just do it well. If you're going to get a dog, then train the dog well. Love the dog well. If you're going to get kids, love them well. Do your thing, right? So I remember thinking I adjusted my wardrobe because it was very different, right, from what I was doing when I was out on the stage and going after, singing opportunities and things like that. Now I'm at home, so I remember adjusting a lot of things. And the biggest thing that I did, other than some of those smaller things, I'm going to give you 2 small things and 2 main things, okay? The biggest thing that I remember doing was deciding for the children, for the boys, I am going to go after their body, mind, and soul every day. I'm going to focus on making sure that, yeah, they went to preschool. Yeah, they did other things with other people. But of course, my job as their mother, the one in charge, was to make sure that their body, mind, and soul was really cared for. And I went after that. Okay, so let me give you 4 ways, 2 short and simple, and 2 a little more, a little more extensive, that I did this in the home, okay, to raise my boys. Number 1, and especially right now with the pandemic, especially right now, number 1, get up. And again, everything is under the tip, keep it simple. This is uber simple. You can do this. Get up, mom. Get showered. Get dressed. Get ready. Okay, get the kids to do the same, but I'm saying to you, and you may go, oh, I'm not a morning person. I don't care. Doesn't matter. You're the mother. You run the household. You're in charge. I'm not saying if you have a spouse that they're not with you in this. I am not saying that. I'm merely saying that you are the mother. Remember, and I say that all the time. That means they're not dragging you out of bed. I'm not on the weekends, right? They can drag you out of bed. You can pull them into bed. I don't care. But when it is Monday to Friday, get up, get dressed, get showered, whatever, not in that order, and get going, okay? Get those kids out of bed too. Hey, Rashika. Hi, sweetie. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, here's tip number 2. This is keeping it simple. That is so simple. Let the light in. I cannot believe how many times I go into people's homes, not so much during COVID. Smart people, and the blinds are drawn. The lights aren't on. The sun isn't coming in. Listen, this is so simple. Keep it simple. Get the light on. Get the lights on. Open the blinds. Open the drapes if you have drapes. Turn on the lights. It is a fact that, it is a fact, look, I'm getting all into this, right? It is a fact that light is so imperative to your overall well-being. All kinds of statistics, all kinds of data, all kinds of reports on that. So get the light on. It may not seem like a big whoop-de-doo to you. It is huge to you. It is huge to your children. And while you're at it right now, when the mornings are cool and the evenings are cool, open the windows. That's good for COVID. Get the air circulating. Get the windows open. Turn off the air conditioning if you're able, especially in the mornings and the evening, and get that air moving in the home, okay? Totally simple, right? Get up, get ready, and number 2, get the lights on. Number 3, simple structure. This is so key. This was the one that I really latched on to when the boys were at home, okay? Watching my time. Couple more minutes, then it's your turn to ask questions or to make comments, okay? So be formulating those. Simple structure. I was thinking, okay, what can I do every day for my children's mind? How can I enrich them academically, which you're doing because you're the whole school stuff, right? What can you do? So likely that's already taken care of. What can I do creatively to really kind of unleash their creativity? All right. And an example of that would be something like, and I would do this, right? Take your kids for a walk in the rain, no umbrellas, just slosh around, let it fall on their face and just say, what do you feel? What does it feel like, you guys? What does it smell like? Is it fun? Is it intimidating? Does it feel weird? Whatever. But be creative. Think outside the box. Do something that's not normal and let the creativity fly. If you have ideas on any of these things, by the way, just go ahead and type them in the comments. I also would think about them, obviously, I would think about them spiritually, right? We're spirit beings, spiritually. And so an example of that, I'm not going to give examples for everything, but an example, and spiritually, I'm like, I'm in charge of how they connect with God. If you believe there's a God, I'm in charge. I'm not relying on the church for that. I'm not relying on Sunday school teachers. That's my job primarily. Other people get to supplement, but it's primarily my job. So things like, and I'll give you an example from our own home. My kids learned very young, clear your own plates. Like after we eat a meal, I mean, they were setting the tables, they were helping with stuff. And then they would clear their own plates, put the stuff into the trash, and then put their dishes in the dishwasher, right? If you don't have a dishwasher, washing them, whatever. But then it occurred to me, oh my gosh, I don't want them thinking they're only independent, they're only thinking of themselves. So developing them spiritually, I would say, for example, Aaron, tonight you're going to clear everyone's plates to serve the whole family. And that would be an example of learning a very paramount element of spiritual development, which is we serve people. It's critical, right? It's a big, big issue, or a big issue, a big element. Let's use that word again. So that's an example. So I'm developing them creativity in terms of their creativity. I'm developing their mind. I'm developing, which again, a lot of the school stuff is that. So check. I'm developing them physically. Get them going. Get them up. You know what? If they're getting all annoying and picking and pulling and doing all these things, get them up. Come on, guys, we're taking a break. Get outside, run around, throw a ball, whatever. Whatever you do, let's stretch. Let's breathe. So anything to kind of get that body in motion, get the sillies out, whatever. All right. So the fourth and final thing, that is the simple structure. That's number 4. And number 5 in this keeping it simple. Number 5 is margin. Give yourself margin. That means you're going, I got to edit, got to keep a simple structure, but I got to edit my life and get rid of some things and give margin in my life, time and space for me, the mama, and for the kids to be spontaneous snuggles, to accommodate for tears and spills, to accommodate for curiosity that just comes up. I want margin so that I can do that without feeling stressed, like we're not on, we have a simple structure, but then we have some flexibility or margin within that simple structure. And that may mean for you, as you look at your fall calendar, oh golly, maybe I don't need to add a renovation to my schedule because I don't have the margin. I won't have the margin. Or planning the family, reunion or whatever. You have to decide as the intelligent, capable mother, what goes, what stays, and look at that calendar with great, discernment and wisdom and take charge. Okay, so that's the tip. The tip is keep it simple. And those are the 4 things that I'm sharing. Anything said or left unsaid? What you got? Anything? Any questions? Any thoughts? Do you need clarification on anything? Rishika, what time is it where you are in the world? I think it's probably 7:15 at night in East Asia. I love that you're here. I love that we are spending this time together. Any questions? Anything I've said or left unsaid? And if not, that is totally fine. And I'm going to just tell you as I'm leaving this time together, remember to take a nice deep breath. We'll do that together before we end. But don't forget, next week's our last tip. and of these very, very short Facebook Lives. Tonight, I'll be doing it on Instagram Live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, so you can tell your friends about that. But don't forget, by the end of September, I think it's the 23rd is the cutoff for you to sign up for Meant to Live 6 sessions only. Meant to Live is the book I wrote, and then I developed a course, okay? And so it is for any woman to be a part of this. And you, with the order, when you order the course, you get 6 videos with great biblical content. They're between around, I don't know, like 8 and 13 minutes long a piece. You also get a PDF that's got insightful questions and more content. And then for now only, for the 6 sessions that are coming up again, the end of September, we launched, the kickoff is the 25th of September. For this time only, we're going to have a private Facebook group where we'll be able to interact together on a regular basis throughout those 6 weeks. And every Friday for 1 week, I will be doing a live Zoom with you. And we are going to dig into the questions together. And I'm going to just do my utmost to inspire and to really encourage and breathe courage and inspiration into you. So that's 6 sessions. That happens after our short Facebook Lives, which ends next week, okay? Just so you know, that's coming up. And I'm excited because lots of people are jumping in, and that's awesome. Any questions? Doesn't look like we have any questions. So let's take a deep breath together. Cleansing air breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Dig deep, mama. Oh, you got this. God bless.